don't care for sale if you want them. The yellow. The yellow.
Good evening and welcome to the 2022 Outstanding Vocational Banquet. My name is Maria Torres and I am the Assistant Principal of Technical Affairs. I'd like to first begin by thanking a few individuals that helped this night be possible. Thank you to our IT department for setting up our AV equipment, members of our maintenance staff who set up picked up our centerpieces and podium, our business technology department for putting together tonight's presentation, our graphics department for printing out our posters and booklets, Mr. Burns for live streaming tonight's event, my administrative assistant, Ms. Hill, for pulling it all together. Take a bow, Ms. Hill. And a huge shout out to our business technology students who are volunteering to be here this evening, and this happens every single year. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being here today. At this time, I'd like to welcome Superintendent Dr. Elvio Ferreira for a few opening remarks.
Thank you, Mrs. Torres. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Tonight's recipients have worked diligently over the last several years to become leaders in their fields. They've gained the respect of instructors, peers, administrators, and employers. Their hard work has led them to this crowning moment, and tonight they'll be recognized for their success. We also want to recognize the family and friends who have supported these students. I'm sure there were several discussions along the way that went something like, why do I have to do this? When am I ever going to use this in the real world? Yet through all those moments and questions, there was dedication and hard work. And tonight, they're finally rewarded. We could not be more proud of the individuals who will be recognized here tonight. We applaud them for their current work and look forward to the greatness that lies ahead for them. On behalf of the Greater Fall River Vocational School District, the school committee, the district administration, staff, faculty, we congratulate them all and wish them all the best moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ferreira. To say a few words now is our principal, Mr. Andrew Rabello.
Good evening. Good evening. First, let me remark on how good it feels to be back in person here at White Cliff Westport to celebrate our students. Yeah. Because honestly, they deserve this. Each year we induct outstanding vocational students. Make no mistake, these students are entering a special fraternity. This is a badge that's going to follow them for the rest of their lives. You know, I didn't go to Diman, but I've been around for a little bit. And it's funny always seeing former graduates come back, whether on our advisory board or in room 251. The introductions are always funny because it's first name, last name, outstanding vocational student. It literally follows them no matter what class it is. I mean, I see Sue Rapozo here and a bunch of others as well that were outstanding vocational students. I would say this group is a lot different than others. What they've went through the past 2 years hasn't been experienced by anyone else. You know, in education, there's this term right now that's very popular, and it's called academic learning loss. Right? And it's real. It's deep. But shoulder to shoulder with that, simultaneous with that, a challenge for vocational schools is vocational learning loss. You know, on behalf of Greater Fall River and Diman, I speak for all of us. I think we're the premier workforce preparation entity on the South Coast. We had a huge challenge ahead of us to catch these kids back up. And I looked at Maria Torres. She's obviously ready to go and met the challenge. We have some of the best teachers in the business willing to do anything to catch our kids back up. And our students responded. in the true Diamond spirit fashion to catch back up. These here tonight not only met pre-COVID standards, they catapulted and accelerated where they were through hard work, through the skills at Diamond, informed by the character and values by the loved ones here tonight. That's what separated them. If you guys continue working hard, continue utilizing the skills that you learned at Diamond, informed by the values that you all have instilled in them, you guys are going to have a great life. Congratulations. Good luck with everything, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Rebella. Family and friends, tonight we celebrate the accomplishments of the young men and women that sit here before you. They will be presented with the Outstanding Vocational Student Award for their respective programs. Students, your time at Diamond is quickly coming to an end, and you will begin a new journey. Whether you choose to continue in your trade or pursue new endeavors, remember to take with you the lessons you have learned at Diamond. I am not speaking of your academic or your shop lessons, but the work ethic, life lessons that faculty members have instilled in you. To persevere, never give up, to have integrity, and do the right thing when no one is watching. Be strong, be kind, be patient. Be yourself, and more importantly, believe in yourself. Always make a difference in the life of everyone you meet, and when you can, give back to your community. Don't ever think that you cannot make a difference, because you can. Students, we recognize you for your hard work and commitment to your trade. You have succeeded in spite of the circumstances that have unfolded during the pandemic. If these circumstances have taught us anything, it's that nothing is certain, and that life has a funny way of presenting us with challenges we could have never imagined. These challenges have not gotten in the way of your success because you have pushed through it, did not make excuses, and are now being recognized for your efforts. My wish for you is that you reach for the stars, never back down, and continue to rise to the challenges put before you. Presentations will be made by program representatives. They will approach the stage, stand in front of the podium. Students, when your name is called, proceed, stand on the side of the instructor to my right, and remain there during the award presentation, and make sure you smile for the camera, okay? So don't run away. To introduce the Outstanding Vocational Student for Advanced Manufacturing is Mr. Gilbert Rocha.
Good evening, everyone. Gil Rocha, and as a representative of the Advanced Manufacturing Program, I speak for all the instructors when I say it's been a pleasure having Oliver as a student the past 3 years. Welcome everyone here tonight to our 2022 OBS banquet in honor of our vocational students who stand out above their peers in their respective fields at Diamond Regional. Goes without saying that the class of 2022 has experienced the most challenging and atypical high school careers ever in the history of Diamond, in my opinion. Despite the fact, these students here tonight accepted that challenge and were able to adapt and overcome. In lieu of those circumstances, they chose perseverance. Our recipient tonight, Oliver, has rose to those challenges on every occasion, from being a sophomore transfer to our program and actually missing freshman year, to remote learning, sophomore and partial junior year. Not once did he ever give up or appear defeated in any way. Oliver was able to achieve an elevated skill in about half of the time due to his diligence, determination, and unparalleled work ethic, and a little bit of competitiveness sometimes. I could go on for a while about specific achievements, but I just want to wrap up by highlighting a few. He's currently employed, cooperative employment at Senior Metal Bellows, manufactures parts for anything from stuff that goes to the ocean floor to outer space. Oliver's a programmer and a machine operator there. He's certified for the Manufacturing Advancement Center Workforce Innovation Collaborative, so it's a mouthful, and level 2 certified, was the highest high school certification you can get. Top 6 in the National Skills USA competition in automated manufacturing in 2021, last year competed, which was its own set of challenges during the COVID. We had to sort of film everything and send it in and compete locally, even at the national level. So we were able to work through that. Qualified again this year with the gold medal at States to compete for a top spot in the nation again in June of 2022 in Atlanta, Georgia, coming up soon. And he's also been accepted to the Navy with a high ASVAB score and a massive sign-up bonus to the nuclear engineering program. So I'd like to wish Oliver and all of the OBS students here tonight best of luck in their future endeavors, and I'm confident they'll be successful in whatever path they choose. Congratulations.
All set. Thank you.
Representing the Automotive Collision Repair and Refinishing Program is Mr. Derek Estasio.
Good evening. The Auto Collision Repair and Refinish Program is pleased to recognize Justin Trenholm as the outstanding vocational student for the 2021-22 academic year. The son of Justin and Sheena Trenholm, Justin resides in Fall River and is a former graduate of the Atlantis Charter School. In his sophomore year, Justin had transferred in from a different program into our Auto Collision program. He took the initiative and was determined to learn and strengthen the skill sets that are involved in the auto collision trade. Justin has participated in community projects in the shop where he displayed his vocational skills, most notably when working on the Swansea Fire Department's emergency response vehicle, where he displayed his skills in the welding, bodywork, refinishing, and assembly processes involved in completing the project. Justin has excelled at all the tasks and challenges that have been brought before him and presents himself as courteous, respectful, and displays professionalism, which are all character traits of a well-rounded Diamond student. Justin's desire to strengthen this skill set has earned him an employment opportunity with one of our industry partners in the Cooperative Employment Program. Justin is currently employed at House Collision Center in Fall River, where he started as an assistant in the customer service and data entry department and has been promoted as an auto reconditioning technician. Justin's future plans include remaining in the trade and possibly applying to the AATG, which stands for the Auto Appraiser Training Group, to work on obtaining a Commonwealth of Massachusetts auto damage appraisal license. On behalf of all the Auto Collision Program instructors, we would like to congratulate him and wish him success on all his future endeavors, as well as all the OVS students here before us.
Can we get a...
To introduce the outstanding vocational student for automotive technology is Mr. Neil Aruda.
Hello, everyone. This year's outstanding vocational student for the automotive technology program is Corbin Mert. Fall River resident, Corbin is a graduate of Matthew Cuss Middle School and the son of Stephanie and Joseph Mert. Corbin earned honors his freshman year while at Diman and is a member of Skills USA, where he competed in the Automotive Service Technology Contest. What makes it, I mean, we're up here to honor Corbin, which is achievements are outstanding, and they told me I gotta keep this under 45 minutes, so I'll do the best I can, because he's achieved quite a bit. In Skills USA, the automotive contest is all areas of the automobile. Most other contests are broken down into subcategories, sometimes 2, 3, and 4 different specialty categories. The automotive one is the entire automobile. And when Corbin came in the shop, he expressed interest. We asked kids, sophomore year, is anybody interested in Skills USA? And usually it's sophomore year, we try and get their feet wet and try and get them exposed to it and learn. And he says, I want to do that. And I say, all right, as a sophomore, and here's a big word, and I said I was going to use some big words up here tonight, that was an arduous task. Because as a sophomore, he hasn't even gone 2/3 of the way into the car yet. And so he said he wanted to do it. And we thought, all right, it'd be a good experience for him. So our sophomore instructor, Mr. Monis, and our junior instructor, Mr. Farias, said, listen, you're gonna have to stay after and do some extra work to start studying the car in parts you haven't even been exposed to yet. So we did, tirelessly. And sophomore year, and consider this, he's competing against seniors, mostly seniors, and a few juniors. He got a silver in districts as a sophomore. That's pretty amazing. He also, his junior year, got a gold in districts and gold in states. As a junior, still competing against mostly seniors. And he came in top 10 in the nationals as a junior. That's pretty impressive. Through the tireless work of Mr. Cludier, our department head, knocking on doors, calling everybody, trying to get manufacturers to help sponsor our programs and get us some equipment and technology, he was able to reach through the Ford, and Ford reached out to us and gave us a car, donated a car to us, and also donated Ford factory training. We have the same training now that the Ford technicians have. And when COVID shut everything down, we went home and we were doing remote. And we sent our lessons out and the kids did them, and it was not the same. We all agree. There's no replacing hands-on. And so the kids did their lessons at home, emailed them to us, and it worked out. But we also said, you have access to the Ford training. And some of the kids did a little bit. Corbin nailed 40 modules, 40 modules, while he was at home, on his own. Some of these modules are an hour long, some of these modules are days long. And he nailed down 40 of them on his own. That's what kind of work ethic he has. That's pretty impressive. He's got 80 completed already, Ford modules. The technicians out there, some have been out there years, still don't have that many done. So that tells you the work ethic and what's involved with what he's done on his own to better himself. He is employed by Ford, Empire Ford of New Bedford. They love him. They want to keep him there. He's still thinking about the asset program, which is Ford's continuing training. And I'm just excited for him because I don't know how far he's going to go. I mean, it's the sky's the limit. It's he's just gone so much, done so much on his own. I don't know. This sky's the limit. So make no mistake about it. He has earned this award every way you can, and push through this tough time that we've all talked about up here, and we're going to continue talking about because it's unprecedented. I'm so proud to be up here to give him this award. It's just freshman year, he couldn't decide electricity or auto tech. Electricity, auto tech, and I was like, oh, come on, man, Paul. And then I saw him on my list, and yeah, all right, he came through. So we're lucky to have him. We're grateful to have him, and it worked out well, because I mean, he's taken what he was given and maximized it. The teachers worked with him, but he met us more than halfway. I don't know, the future's bright for him. I want to close with something that, a little bit of a funny story. Not necessarily centering on Corbin, but you'll get it when I'm done with this. About 20 years ago, we did a professional development, and it was a great presenter, and the presentation was awesome. I wish I could remember his name. And he had this unique way of looking at it. He says, he was just from Texas. He had this real heavy southern drawl. He says, yo, gentlemen, the automotive trade is real hard. It's changing. He says, you gotta be committed to it. You can't be involved in it. He said, let me explain it this way. It was like a bacon egg breakfast. The chicken was involved, the pig was committed. He said, y'all must be the pig. Point going forward, Corbin. You are committed. You have shown your commitment, and make no mistake about it. You are going for it. Congratulations, Corbin.
Representing the Building Property Maintenance Program is Mr. Patrick Bowen.
Good evening, everybody. Proud to be here representing Building and Property. Hi, Tim.
Hi.
How you doing? Some of you may know that I like to channel Dr. Seuss any chance I can get, so here we go. It's great that we all can be back at this venue to celebrate students and enjoy the fine menu. After more than 2 years of shutdowns and closures, remote classroom learning, and COVID exposures. But measuring, cutting, or pushing a broom, I'm still not quite sure how to teach that stuff on Zoom. We all made it through in some way, shape, or form, and we have to adapt to a new sense of norm. This year's OBS is Timothy Mora. Seems like just yesterday he was a freshman explorer. But he made the right choice and he picked the best shot. Now he's on our advisory, along with his pop. Timmy and I have our differences, to be sure. And there's many the joke that he's had to endure. Like the pit viper glasses he's well known to wear, or his 80s style mullet that passes for hair. The political jokes fly with reckless abandon. And I still have one question, Tim. Who the hell's Brandon? The best kind of truck is a popular theme. Deleted, lifted to the extreme. Timmy started the year with a shiny blue Dodge. But now there's a Ford parked outside his garage. I knew Tim would be here from the very first cycle, because he speaks Portuguese like he's straight out of St. Michael. He always works hard, and he's always low-key. Suffice it to say, he's our perfect Voc. Thank you, Tim. Congratulations.
To introduce the outstanding vocational student for business technology is Ms. Suzanne Rapozo.
Good evening. On behalf of the Business Technology Program, I am proud to announce Shantae Gillespie as our recipient for this year's Outstanding Vocational Student. I am honored to speak about this wonderful young woman tonight because in such a short period of time from when I met her my junior year, which was a little bit rocky in the beginning, I have seen her grow tremendously. And even at that point, I thought for a moment, okay, she might actually transfer out of Diman, and we had that discussion shortly after the experience. And I stand corrected. She didn't obviously transfer out of Diman, and I am so thrilled that she didn't, and that she is here, because tonight we celebrate her, the young woman that she is, how she represents our program, and her future, which is larger than life, where we are certain that the shop instructors are certain we will be seeing her on Forbes magazine, winning the Nobel Peace Prize and building partnerships with Elon Musk. But that is what is so special about Shantae. She is the type of person who learns and grows from all of her experiences, both the wins and the defeats. She challenges herself every day to become a better version of herself. And what I find to be even more refreshing from this young adult is she always holds herself accountable for her actions. Her high school career is also quite impressive. She's achieved honors and high honors throughout her 4 years at Diman. She's achieved national certifications in Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. She's been a member of the National Honor Society, the Glee Club, Junior Varsity Soccer Team, and has served on the Diversity Club, and she has volunteered her time with numerous organizations. She recently enrolled in the Girls with Impact Business and Leadership Academy, where she received a scholarship. The mission of this organization is to create first-generation women who will think nothing of creating a business or being the next CEO, hence the Forbes magazine. And currently she is employed through Diman's cooperative education program at Apollo Safety in Fall River as a marketing intern. And in June, Shantae will not only be graduating with a degree from Diman, but also a certificate from Bristol Community College from their Office Skills Training Program. During the summer, she'll be working in California with Education First Tours, and then plans to attend the University of Massachusetts Amherst, where she will be majoring in marketing. Shantae, we are looking forward to seeing you in the news, making a difference in the world, with your ideas, your tenacity, your positive energy, and your smile that lights up a room. Congratulations. And if I could have just one more minute of your time, Mr. Bowen, you are not the only Dr. Seuss in the house. This poem is coming to you from your shopmates. Dear Shantae, go and move mountains, your future awaits. An endless sea of possibility, no obstacle too great. You have been taught with love by 4 teachers who never failed to care and molded your potential with the passion you will share. Miss Monis taught you creativity, Miss Case, the will to inspire. Miss Rapozo taught you determination, Mrs. Zenny, the courage to reach higher. This is only the beginning of a journey that is endless. We await your coming, a success. We wave in pride at your achievements and know the possibilities are endless. Congratulations, Shantae.
Representing the Carpentry and Cabinet Making Program is Department Head, Mr. Manny Patel.
On behalf of the Carpentry Cabinet Making Program, we would like to congratulate Jake Viveris on being chosen as our outstanding vocational student. I would like to commend Jake's parents, Jennifer and David, for doing an outstanding job raising this young man. Jake has earned honors and high honors throughout his 4 years at Diman. Jake was also a member of the basketball team, and his freshman year and sophomore year. His senior year, he was a member of Skills USA, where he competed in cabinet making at the district level, and was a voting delegate in this year's state conference supporting our state officer, Emma Shaker. Jake's community service includes volunteering at Espirito Santo. I really like this one. Church feast, where he works various booths over Memorial Day weekend. They had the best malasadas. Okay? I don't care what anybody says, they do. They have the best malasadas. And before on this, yes. See, we're Portuguese, so. Jake has worked on many projects over the past 4 years here at Diman. But the project that he most enjoyed and took most pride, it was the playhouse for the young man that had cancer. Jake possesses great skills. He is a teacher amongst his classmates. Whenever I need an assistant to assist me in jobs around the school where we have jobs going on all the time, Jake was my assistant. He was like another teacher on my side. I love how his approach to every project that more or less wasn't good enough. Every detail always mattered and needed to be perfect. If you take your journey like you treat your projects, Jake, you'll be very successful in life. Jake works at Walter Furman Architectural Millwork Company in Fall River as part of the cooperative education program, and his plans include staying in the construction trade. Congratulations, Jake, on all your achievements. It has been a privilege and special opportunity to be your instructor. It was without any reservations, you will be great. Best of luck in your future, Jake.
Look at that.
To introduce the outstanding vocational student for culinary arts is Mr. Kevin Willett.
Good evening. When I was asked to speak, I felt flattered, I was privileged, but most of all, I was scared to death. But regardless of my nerves, I have the honor of introducing the outstanding vocational student of 2022 for Culinary Arts Department, Michael Thompson. Starting Diman in his sophomore year, Michael was an example to all his peers right from the beginning. As you all know, the past few years have been extremely challenging. Through that time, Michael has always been there for everybody. He's a people person, he's extremely helpful and sharp, and we can always depend on Michael. He also did something that's amazing to me every day. He came to me on his own, and he wanted to know how to start a club. This club was about a grief group for students who lost loved ones. Even many adults, we get wrapped up in our own lives. We don't think about others much often, but Michael, a teenager, was able to start this group and create a place for students to talk about loss. This is amazing. I am so proud that Michael is the 2022 OBS, and I know he will do great things in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Thompson.
Perfect. Two right here. One. You guys are all set.
Representing the dental assistant program is Ms. Priscilla Wicks.
Good evening. My name is Priscilla Wicks, former OBS. The dental assisting program would like to congratulate Cynthiana Mendez as this year's outstanding vocational student. Cynthiana is a model vocational student by showing leadership, enthusiasm, and by always helping others. She is kind and sweet to her peers and always respectful and polite to all the teachers and staff. She has always taken shop seriously and is very motivated to be successful. Passing 2 difficult board exams her sophomore and junior year prepared her to acquire her co-op job at Dutchman Dental in Fall River. Dr. Medeiros describes Cynthiana as being a hard worker, passionate, sincere, confident, punctual, and completes tasks correctly and immediately. She volunteered with Dr. Medeiros at the Fall River recreational event at Durfee last year on Halloween. This impressed and surprised Dr. Medeiros by saying, "What teenager wants to volunteer their time on the weekend?" But this didn't surprise us. Cynthiana has volunteered her time for many events at school. And to show what kind of person she is, she was one of the finalists for the Fall Rivers Youth of the Year Award. I know I can speak for all of us in dental in saying that it has truly been a pleasure to have you as a student and to see you grow into this beautiful, kind, professional young lady. We all have no doubt that you will have a bright and successful future. Congratulations, Cynthiana.
To introduce the outstanding vocational student for the drafting program is Department Head Mr. Mitchell Sweet.
Good evening. On behalf of the drafting instructors, I am honored to announce that Nicholas Rapozo has been chosen as the outstanding drafting student for 2022. Nick has been on co-op since his junior year and was the first in his class to go out and receive a job. He's currently working in Fall River at Meridia Studios as a drafting intern. Nick is the vice president of the National Honor Society and has played football since his freshman year. He is also an active member of Skills USA, where he won a gold medal at the state competition both his junior and senior year, and will be moving on to Atlanta, Georgia, June 20th for the national competition. Nick was always one of those standout students from his freshman year. I teach the juniors and the seniors, so I don't always get to work with those students, but his teachers had said that, you know, when we're looking for someone to compete in a competition, you look towards the other teachers who know them better, and Nick was one of those students who stood right out, always going above and beyond, you know, faster than the other students, pays attention, you only have to tell him things once. One of those students that you look for when you're looking to win gold. I'd like to be able to say that I could speak a lot more about Nick, but because he's been on co-op for the past 2 years, I don't have a lot of interaction with him. I see him in the hallway, you know, we say hi once in a while, he stops in the shop and sees me, but he's done very well. I believe that holding a job for the past 2 years, that speaks volumes about his character, his work ethic. These aren't the best times to hold down a job, especially when you're learning something new. I believe that speaks a lot towards his character. So I did have the opportunity to watch him at the state competition with his team in action. I haven't seen him do any work in a couple of years because, like I said, he's been on a co-op. Amazing. Him and his teammates, they went right through the problem that they were given. Nick did the drawings, the machinists worked together with them, they won gold, and they're moving on. Nick is a very mature young man. He has great ideas, and he has a plan. He's going to move on to UMass Dartmouth and pursue his degree in business. We wish him the best of luck in all his future endeavors, and we're very proud of him.
Good, one more, 1, 2, 3. Oh, one more right here, 1, 2, 3, and
Representing the electricity program is Mr. John Narciso, Department Head.
Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is John Narciso. I'm the department head of the electrical department. Mr. Knox had a family emergency, and he was supposed to be speaking tonight, but as he left, he said good luck. So I don't need any luck. Just looking to my right, there's just so many things that can pop in my head, and I hope I cover them all. Jacob came into the program as a freshman, almost immediately stood above everyone else. Jacob wasn't only the person there to just learn to get by, to learn what's on the test. He wanted to learn it, to understand it, and know it. And once you understand something, you know it forever. And that was his drive, and it's been that way for all 4 years. Jacob's been a triathlete, except for the bees that set him back a little bit during the practice. He stepped his foot into a hole, and I don't know, 40, 50, 80 bees attacked him, so he was out of football for a little bit. But nevertheless, he persevered, and he moved forward. Awards, nominated for several awards for his athletic ability. He's been employed by Resendiz Electric, and Charlie Resendiz, the owner, we communicate quite frankly. He said he's hired many students from Diamond Regional, and he said he's never had anyone of the caliber that Jacob Furtado has been for his company. Jacob wants to go on to engineering at UMass Dartmouth. And he gets a little sick of engineering. He wants to pursue a career in public service. He wants to be a firefighter like his dad, or a state policeman. And anyone who wants to enter that field is just beyond me for public service. Jacob, it's just amazing to me. Mr. and Mrs. Furtado, this is all you. It starts with you at home. There's no doubt about it. You've raised an incredible young man here, and I wish him well, and I know he's going to not meet his goals, he's going to exceed his goals wherever he goes. Thank you.
Is there a sword that goes like this?
One more, and all set. Thank you.
To introduce the outstanding vocational student for the electronics technology program is Department Head Mr. Paul Bodwin.
Good evening. Before I begin my prepared remarks, I actually just want to compliment Kyle's parents, who I met for the first time this evening, and I can honestly see where he comes from. Great job raising him. I know Kyle's been very nervous about this all week. I might have been playing that up a little bit. He doesn't know what my speech entails and what have you, but here we go. Hopefully I won't disappoint you, Kyle. On behalf of the Electronics Technology Department, I am proud to present Kyle Medeiros as our outstanding vocational student. As part of our daily shop activity, we have morning planning meetings where we would discuss the day's activities and work. Much of Kyle's input outside of shop work revolved around his employment at Market Basket. So it is fitting, in preparing to present his award, I decided to contact his manager at Market Basket and ask if he had any stories to tell about Kyle. What a mistake that was. All he did was extol Kyle's virtues for 30 minutes. And he ended by stating that Kyle was awarded Employee of the Quarter for his outstanding dedication, and then asked if I would present an award. Of course I complied. I don't know if you know about Market Basket, but they have unbelievable chicken there. So on that note, I'm going to present Kyle his award. Actually, open it up. This is his Market Basket Employee of the Quarter Award. In a Walmart bag, sorry. So, it is a Market Basket chicken. In all seriousness, Kyle is an outstanding student. His ability to figure things out is exceptional. He has a natural ability to troubleshoot problems that rival people that have been doing this stuff for years. While problem solving can be learned, he possesses extraordinary skills. When given a task, he perseveres until it is complete. He is kind, thoughtful, and caring. Congratulations and best of luck in the future.
Representing the Graphic Communications Program is Mrs. Siobhan Santos.
I want to try and do this without coughing, sorry. If you are looking for one of the nicest, most empathetic people at Diman, look no further than Kayla Paige Pacheco. We asked Kayla's peers the best words to describe her, and this is what we received. Well-spoken, confident, realistic, determined, creative, strong was used many times, and many more positive words that would fill half this page. This is why she's our OBS this year. Kayla is my first hybrid OBS student, and God willing, my last. Like everyone, we shared one heck of a crazy year. She endured hours of Google Meets with me on her virtual cohort. And when I say hours, like every day, if we were in shop, it was 4.5 to 5 hours on camera or in person. It was just crazy. Yet, despite the destruction that COVID played in her own household, she eagerly came to school during her shop cohorts, ready to learn, and was super happy when we went all in. She gave her best effort every day. Kayla is quick to lend a sympathetic ear to everyone's personal challenges during this year and in the past, no matter how small or significant those challenges seem to be. Despite them, her class had a great sense of humor. She was a huge factor in that shop dynamic. We laughed about the fact that they really don't know geography at all. And despite having mostly high honors in the class, I was surprised that we didn't know where India was, that Canada is North America, things like that. So we're gonna go, I said this year we're doing a little, we're gonna do some geography. She absorbed a leadership role, and she's able to laugh at herself and yet let others feel included at a time when it was most needed. She was never overly critical, unfair, or unkind. She became a fantastic diplomat. Despite her confidence, Kayla displays a humble personality. Throughout her 4 years at Diman, she's been involved in volunteer work, DECA, NHS, Theater Arts, Skills USA, all while working part-time. She participated in the George Mason University Environment Summit. She is a high honor student and received several awards for academics, DECA, and theater arts. She also earned her spot at DECA's state and international conferences in Boston and Atlanta this past spring, all while being a co-op student. And I do have a sewing kit if you need it. It's in my bag. It's a private joke. I know our COVID year was really difficult on everyone, but honestly, I wouldn't mind a repeat because it would mean that I'd have Kayla and her class back with me. The world will be better with more Kaylas in it. So it's time for her to fly and do great things. You will be very much missed, Kayla.
to introduce the outstanding vocational student for health assisting is Department Head Cynthia Barabee.
The outstanding vocational student for the health assisting program is Jennifer Chan. Jennifer resides in Fall River and is the daughter of Mum Yoy. Jennifer has earned high honors and has maintained a GPA of 3.9. She is a pleasant, enthusiastic young woman. She possesses a unique desire and motivation to learn. In class, she is hardworking and consistently demonstrates kindness and support to her peers. Others can always rely on her to lend a helping hand. She is self-driven and does not need to be told or asked to complete tasks. She is always looking for things to learn and do. In the clinical setting, she shined in demonstrating empathy and compassion for her patients. She enjoyed her time at the nursing home just as much as her patients enjoyed having her there. In addition to her academic achievements, Jennifer also participates in extracurricular activities. She is a member of the National Honor Society, Key Club, and Skills USA, where she competed in the medical math competition. She earned a silver medal at the district competition in her sophomore year and a gold medal at this year's district competition. She volunteers during religious celebrations at the Buddhist Temple of New England and has participated in the Walk to End Alzheimer's. Jennifer is currently employed as a teacher's assistant at People Incorporated through Diman's Cooperative Education Program. In the fall, Jennifer plans to attend Roger Williams University as a biology major on a pre-med track. Jennifer is really the complete package: a go-getter, intelligent, genuine, and kind-hearted. She possesses the personal and professional characteristics that will lead to a very successful future. We look forward to hearing about all of the accomplishments that she will achieve. Jen, on behalf of the health assisting faculty, we would like to congratulate you and wish you the best of luck.
Representing the Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration Program is Mr. Gabe Tixera.
Good evening. The Heating, Ventilation, Air Conditioning, and Refrigeration Program is pleased to announce that Logan Sambickler of Somerset has earned our Outstanding Vocational Student Award. Logan is the son of Lindsay and Jonathan Sambickler. Logan was homeschooled before entering Diman, but quickly earned the second highest exploratory placement score for the class of 2022. Logan is the recipient of the Malco Head of the Class Award, as well as the Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Contractors of Massachusetts All-Star Award and Scholarship. Logan has achieved high honors all 4 years at Diman. Outside of school, Logan is a very active volunteer, speaker, mentor, and ministerial servant in training with his local congregation. Logan is currently employed through Diman's Cooperative Education Program at UG Nason's Heating, Cooling, and Custom Metal in Middletown, Rhode Island. He is there as a refrigeration apprentice. Logan will continue in his trade with UG Nason's and work to obtain both his Rhode Island and Massachusetts refrigeration master licenses. I mean, beyond all of these accolades, Logan is humble, kind, intelligent, and hardworking. I could never fully articulate just how proud I am of Logan.
He's a great young man. His parents raised him well, and I'd like to thank him for 4 great years at Diman.
To introduce the outstanding vocational student for medical assisting is Department Head Heather Hughes.
During freshman year in shop, I had students write short statements about their peers. Victoria was perceived by her peers as a hard worker who is super sweet and caring. While this was very early in the second semester of freshman year, this description in its entirety holds true to this day. Victoria has and continues to be someone who is not only very self-aware, but cognizant of those around her. I watched her through freshman and sophomore year as she formed friendships and maintained positive peer relations with students in shop, interacting with kindness and affecting them to perform similarly while modeling tremendous leadership. She amazed me when she attended Skills USA districts as a sophomore and walked away with a gold medallion for medical assisting. She had 2 years of theory ahead of her that wasn't even covered yet. But then I thought about it logically. I had given her a certification exam review book, and in typical Victoria fashion, she learned the material using the resources that were available to her. Her intelligence and sincerity and glass half full mentality is palpable. Her involvement with activities outside of the classroom show her commitment to upholding the Diman Way, being an influencer as a student ambassador and a student advisory member, volunteering for COVID return to school protocols video. Victoria positioned herself to be part of what matters, actively detailing her high school career to meet her expectations and providing valuable input to better the experiences of future Diman graduates. While the amazement of her performance is now more of an expectation of her ability, I have no doubts that her path will be one of successful perseverance as she pursues her dreams. I am eager to follow her professional career and honored to announce to you all this evening, Victoria Bradbury, daughter of Mr. Robert and Mrs. Doreen Bradbury, as Diman's first medical assisting shop outstanding vocational student. It is my pleasure to present this award to her tonight.
Looking right here. And 1, 2, and one more. All set. Thank you.
Introducing the Metal Fabrication and Joining Technologies outstanding vocational student is Mr. David Salsina.
Metal Fabrication and Joining Technology program is pleased to name Julia Laurel as the outstanding vocational student. The daughter of Marcelo and Darlene Laurel, Julia lives in Westmont, Mass. And is a graduate of the Argosy Collegiate Charter School. Julia earns honors her freshman year and high honors in her sophomore year. Julia is a member of the snowboarding club and Skills USA, where she earned gold medal at the district level in her sophomore and junior year for welding sculpture competition, and a bronze medal at the state competition. In her senior year, Julia decided she wanted to compete in Skills USA welding competition instead, and earned the gold medal at the district level and placed in the top 4 at the state level. In her senior year, Julia also competed in a notch mechanical pipe welding competition, where she made it to the final rounds of the competition. There were 75 students that competed, and only 18 made it to the final round. She'll be going to Chicopee, Mass on May 25th to find out what place she came in. Julia has been a member of the girls soccer team for all 4 years at Diman. Julia also participated in community service throughout the Walk and Bike for Brain Cancer Awareness. Julia is currently employed through Diman's Cooperative Education Program at the Angelus Ironworks in Easton, Mass as a fabricator and a welder. Julia plans to attend the University of Massachusetts, where she will major in mechanical engineering.
Introduce the outstanding vocational student for plumbing is Department Head, Mr. Stephen Braddock.
Good evening. And on behalf of the plumbing shop, we'd like to congratulate Ethan and all his accomplishments. And before I talk about Ethan, I'd like to congratulate his mom and his father, Mark, Steph and Mark Lafors. You guys did an excellent job with this young man. During his stay with us at Diman, he was high honors all 4 years, participated in Skills USA his sophomore year. During that time, he also played hockey for 4 years. During his freshman year, he received Rookie of the Year award, All-Scholastic his sophomore year, All-Star and MVP his senior year. Ethan also got himself out on co-op his junior year, where he worked for Iman Plumbing as a registered apprentice. One fact I found out today was he actually started working there his freshman year. Ethan plans on attending UMass Amherst upon graduation, where he's going to continue his education in kinesiology. Again, on behalf of the plumbing shop, we know that this young man, no matter what he sets his mind to, is going to do very well. Congratulations, Ethan.
One more, and also, thank you.
Representing the programming and web program is Department Head, Mr. Boscom.
On behalf of the Programming and Web Development Department, we would like to wish Joe congratulations on earning this award. I'm trying to think back to the first time I met Joe, which was 4 years ago. Yeah, it was our first open house, and his father had brought him in, and I see this blonde-haired boy walking around, and he's like, yep, and I'm talking to his dad the whole time, and he's just wandering around touching everything. And I didn't really think much of it until we went through exploratory, and I didn't see him. I'm like, well, he seemed so interested. Yeah, he was so interested that he didn't even come to exploratory, he just picked the shop. So I'm glad he did. I'm really glad he did. He has been reaching for the stars since day one. I come into the shop, where's Joe? Joe's with the sophomores, or Joe's with the juniors, or Joe's with the seniors. Because Joe was always trying to get further and further in the program, as far as he could possibly get. And not just that, he was bringing all of his shopmates with him. So he made everyone in his class better. And that's what a real team leader does. This year we had an exploratory simulator project that we were all working on. And Joe was his week's Scrum Master, which meant that he had to be responsible for everybody making their targets. Every week we have a meeting with an outside person who is one of our advisory board members, and Joe leads the meetings. He makes sure everybody meets their targets. And in case you were wondering if he's just all about the computers, he's not. He actually is an Eagle Scout. You built an information kiosk in the Southeastern Massachusetts Bioreserve last November as your Eagle Scout project, which I'm super proud of him for. So thank you, Mom and Dad. You have created a fine human being here, and congratulations, Joe. Good luck.
Representing the Practical Nurse Program is Ms. Donna Theodore.
Good evening. I'm the director of the Diman Regional Technical Institute School of Practical Nursing, and I am very proud to introduce you to our outstanding vocational student, Sonia Pereira. Sonia started her career as an occupational therapy assistant graduating from BCC in 2003, working in facilities here in Fall River, where she grew up and now with her husband is raising her 3 children as well. When the pandemic began in 2020, it was all hands on deck in these facilities, and she stepped up and assisted the nursing staff and the CNA staff at the facility where she was working, providing direct care such as bathing, feeding, and other duties that she would not normally provide for residents. But this is the kind of person Sonia is. She is always willing to help others, her peers, colleagues, and most importantly, the residents who depend on her. Sonia is one of the top students in our program and is always working with her peers, sharing her knowledge with them as well. Her clinical instructors have said that Sonia sets high expectations for herself. She is competent, efficient in the clinical setting, and is always willing to help her team members. Sonia demonstrates the necessary attributes of nursing. She is flexible, resilient, and embraces the nursing process. Sonia is a role model for her fellow classmates, both academically and clinically. There is no question in my mind, or that of the faculty, that she is outstanding in all she does. A quote by Florence Nightingale reflects Sonia's nursing journey. I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took an excuse. So please join me in congratulating Sonia on her accomplishment.
Thank you, everyone. Before we conclude this evening's ceremonies, I'd just like to have the students in the back row stand so that we can get a picture from Mari with all of you. Front row, stay seated. Hold up those awards. Make sure to smile. Stand tall. Promise that's the last piece of instruction. Thank you. Students, before you leave this evening, the table to my left here, the business technology students will be placing the boxes for your awards. They have your name on them, so just see them and you can grab your box on the way out. Just one last thing before we wrap up this evening. I'd like to call up Mrs. Jeannie Hill. So this is going to be Mrs. Hill's last OES banquet. It's bittersweet. She will be retiring, so I'm a little bit jealous. She'll be retiring at the start of the next school year. So please join me in giving her a warm send-off for her last OES. Thank you, everyone. That concludes this evening's ceremonies. Thank you for coming. Students, please take the centerpieces. So the centerpieces on the tables are for the students sitting at their table, the OES students.